Hello, welcome to the music studio. It's not fully in use right now, however, so most of the time this is Gordy's lair, which is why she's probably going to be quite frustrated with my presence here and the fact that I'm talking to myself, which very much confuses her because I do not talk to her. I'm going to come forward a bit so that we can be right here next to each other. Yeah. So obviously this YouTube channel is sort of new, and it wasn't the most planned out thing in the world. However, I have spent some time in the last couple of years, but really in the last year, getting comfortable enough with myself to be seen, period. And that includes this. A bad photo won't kill you. Who am I to post on my personal Instagram when I'm not one of these influencers making a career out of it? And then we don't. We hide. I not necessarily hide, but okay, let's just cut to the chase. Being on camera is really uncomfortable for so many reasons. There's a beauty, vanity, image aspect that's difficult. But I'm going to talk a little bit more personally about my experience being scared of the camera, just because this brain connects to this mouth. So that's what's going to come out of me. I'm sure everyone has had a moment where their mom breaks out the camera and wants to capture the vibe, and you're just not feeling it for one reason or another, and you go, Mom, whatever. This is where I differ from the world. Bless my mom, because she was very cognizant of the things that made people feel embarrassed of their parents and stuff like that. But other people against their wishes are gonna have photos no matter what, because that camera's coming out. And of course, I've been the victim of other people's parents taking photos when I'm so unbelievably not ready for it. And yeah, it's painful, and it can feel I don't want to say violating, but I think, yeah, in some ways it can. Because of that, and because my mom herself was not the type to enjoy being in photos ever, no pictures were taken unless they were on my own personal device when I was a teenager. Now it's kind of sad because I do wish I had some of those memories documented. Even if it wasn't vanity that was the driving force, how it was still in there. I started to obsess over the parts of the photo that I didn't like, that I couldn't control. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's totally a control thing. So if photos were taken, if videos were taken, my personality would shift, my demeanor would shift. I would look at myself in the photos and not even feel like me. Girl, it is not that big of a deal. You look fucking fine. You look fine. A photo will not kill you, right? That's the video here. And that is the truth. It will not kill you. We can all relate to how scary it is to be perceived. So please like, share, subscribe, do all of the good things, hit the notification bell if you are also a little camera shy or a lot camera shy. It's okay. It's okay. This problem for me came to a head when I started dating Amanda, because she is an avid documenteer of life. She edits the videos, all the videos on this channel. She really has an eye for, and an ear, but she really has an eye for this sort of thing, and she has a knack for pulling her camera out at the right time, and really values holding on to memories in that way. And this is something I haven't allowed myself to feel, which brings me to a collection, a gallery of photographs that Amanda has taken in a very particular style. We call it her style, but she takes other photos too. but it's this sort of fishbowl effect. And then the way she takes the photos is very intense zooming and angles, very avant-garde, high fashion, chic stuff, you know? At some point, she told me that this was an intentional experiment to try to desensitize me, because we'd already discussed this whole insecurity thing of mine. But yes, she told me that this was meant to help get me comfortable on camera, to see myself in a different way. And if you've ever taken a fishbowl photo, even with your iPhone, which is how she does it, you know that it can create some distortion. This can go in your favor or the opposite. So let's take a gander at some of these pics before I tell you a little bit more about the experience and how it actually helped me. Maybe you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I'm sure you understand now how this might, I mean, at first terrify someone who's uncomfortable on camera, right? Ew, 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 ugh, gross. God, shut up, girl. Oh my God. It's not that big of a deal. They're funny. It's fun. Um, Sometimes you get really cool artistic shots. And sometimes you get the freakiest, weirdest picture you've ever seen. It makes the experience of having your photo taken a little more interesting, and that worked for me. Being present and being yourself is more important than looking good. It sounds ridiculous, but Gen Z and Gen A are going to have increasing issues with this because growing up online, you can't really fathom, this sounds awful, but you can't really fathom the point of taking a photo not to put on your Instagram. And I truly don't mean that so shallowly, but more so that this is the language of sharing parts of our lives that we are used to. I don't know, I felt very special that she cared enough to help me get over this in a playful way, but also in a way where she did put thought into it, and it worked. I don't know if this would work for everyone, but if you're a silly guy trapped in the confines of a very materialistic, vapid society, maybe try this. Maybe just be so weird and document it so that when you are yourself, it feels less scary, less weird, less polarizing. You know, just give it a try. If you're really feeling brave, maybe post one of those weird photos, because, like I said, it doesn't matter. But it does. It matters for you, it matters for your heart. I am now much more comfortable when a real normal photo is being taken. I've drilled into my head, you look so much stupider when you're self-conscious. So level 2 of this desensitizing experience was being in front of a video camera. So now there's movement, now there's voice, possibly. Just felt inhuman to me. Ugh. Cue robot mode. I'm so sorry. I just scared the shit out of her. I got a little too excited. I'm sorry, baby. I bet you forgot she was here. She's so quiet. She's putting up with me like a champ. Thank you. Last summer, we started filming videos. We were hoping to kind of just get, not necessarily B-roll, but like shots that could be used for a music video for Amanda's music. By the way, if you haven't caught on, she is an amazing musician, and a lot of her music is used in our videos. And if you like it, you should check out her channel, which is featured on the page, but I will also link it in the bio of every video, because legitimately, her music is so good and the world needs to hear it, because I want to talk to people about how good her music is, and all of her songs, like all of them. Oh my god. Yeah, the world needs to hear her music. Of course, you know, there's the whole thing with music where people don't ever want others to listen to their bands. This is not like that, because first of all, art's meant to be shared, loved, and appreciated. It's supposed to connect people, but this is one of the most talented and amazing people out there, and I know her, and I love every song she does so much. I want the rest of the world to have a little listen, a little slice. That sounds so, that's not what I mean. I don't want you to have a slice, but you can have a listen. I want you to jam out. I want your soul to be touched like mine, because every song of hers that she plays for me for the first time, or even the 10th time after making so many changes that I can't even comprehend, every song touches a part of my soul. And it's not just because she's my partner. I say that genuinely. I'll get into this later, but please go listen. It will change your life, for real. Changed mine. And that's on top of Amanda as a person already changing my life. So that's pretty cool. So we started filming like just music video type stuff, just seeing what we could get and what we could do, and get back into recording, editing, etc. This was kind of like the first time we'd done something like this, and I was pretty determined to do a decent job. So, you know, needed a little liquid courage. Don't recommend that as a technique to get over, well, you know, within reason. Everything in moderation, okay? We were out in our backyard in the middle of summer in our neighborhood, let's just say, is the opposite, not the complete opposite of us, but the opposite vibe of us, the opposite community. So, there's that. But we were out in the backyard doing some very strange things. And we're often out in the backyard doing strange things. If you've seen the Pickle Day video, you would know that, yeah, odd things go on at the pickup point and beyond. So Amanda was kind of directing me through these, because we knew that the audio wouldn't necessarily be used because it would be for a music video. So everything was just supposed to be cinematic. So we would dress me up in all kinds of different outfits. Usually we were kind of going for something a little silly, because, you know, again, this is still just practicing, or, you know, experimenting, seeing what we could do, what even we like to do. She would follow me in the yard with the camera and direct me. So there's a lot of humorous clips of her very bluntly telling me what to do, especially because we were kind of trying to do like a horror thing. So like some sad, expressive moments were needed, and it was extremely helpful to have her yodel at me. Sorry, not yodel. I don't know. I just like to say yodel instead of yell, because I don't mean yell, but low key, like in the moment, you know, you're flowing, you're vibing, you're expressing, you're emoting. I didn't always know what to be doing or to do next. So she'll be like, die! And I'll die. And she'll be like, someone stole your child! And I will attempt to feel that. Anyways, maybe I should say less and let you see for yourself what the experience was like.
You've got to keep walking over here. And then crumble into a mess on the grass. Struggle. Like you can't breathe. You can't get out. You're thinking about your family. You've lost your family. Your life is done. Your life is done. Your life is literally done.
Darling. Is it creepy?
I'm not saving you. How could I? How could I? That's actually really nice. Keep going. Go. There you go. Perfect. Just try and sit as comfortably as you can. Okay, perfect.
I won't be a diva.
Yes. Now break it. Serious. Angry. 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 Agonizing. Yes, perfect. Oh my god, you're dying. You're literally dying. Good job. There you go. Behind it, abrupt. 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 Agony. Agony. Yes. Go. Ow, this hurts so much. Save my life. Save my life. Please save my life. Please help me.
Sorry. I got a little anxious. So, now that you've seen the view my neighbors get of me, I'm sure you're having some new thoughts. Regardless, filming these clips was an immense amount of fun, which was a much needed reminder to not take things so seriously, to not take myself so seriously, and to seriously let go and to play. We were desperately wanting to be creative together, but we have very different artistic backgrounds. You know, she's a musician and then I'm a visual artist. And I knew no matter what, it would be helpful for us in life if I could be normal when the camera's pointed at me. And I just needed to do it. I needed to work on it. So I fell around the yard. I spun around with a net. I pretended to be a zombie. I shuffled around. I did some neck work. Yeah, you really do learn. It isn't as serious as you think it is. This is literally a tiny rock floating through space. This is just a flesh suit. And there are only so many tomorrows in this lifetime. So what are you waiting for? I briefly mentioned Pickle Day, which you should watch that video if you haven't. But if you have, then you're aware that the shenanigans in the yard really did pick up. That was definitely the most, well, I guess spinning around with the net might be a contender for the most physically strange thing we've done out there, but the summoning and the dancing, you know, it's a toss-up.
Actually, yeah, that's killer.
One. It's June 20th. Why bring pickles? And what? Oops. Record. Clap. I have with me here, I actually don't. She said that? To you with your green skin? Homie, I don't even. Maybe. Okay. Well, that didn't help at all. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that one.
Just do not talk.
Okay, no talking.
Just smile and react to people.
Pickle Day was like a full day of production, and I foresee this for Amanda and I in our lifetime being what a big shoot day would sort of feel like for like the more intense projects that I know we'll be doing sometime, maybe even sooner than we think. We were both the types of kids that loved that stuff, and adults don't tend to make room for that in their lives. And because that's foundational to our beliefs and our shared beliefs as a couple, it only makes sense that our future involves work in this way too. Seeing this raw, unedited footage and stuff like that, that feels so weird. There's so few people I would ever let touch that, let alone see it. But I had to remind myself that she sees me raw and unfiltered every single day, and she still loves me. But Pickle Day was really just um, a bigger project, and it took more planning. Amanda did a lot of the planning, a lot of the work on that day. I was really just the body performing, the flesh sack. First and foremost, the reporter part. We used a Snapchat filter for the face for that, and that cracked us up every single time. It's just funny. We knew it had potential to look a little silly, but we wanted it to look as realistic as possible and silly. But yeah, so much more went into Pickle Day and every day than I can even express. But you know, we had to plan our food for that day because it was a holiday, and make sure that we were eating because it was also like the hottest day ever. And then we had to plan the shots we needed to get, the outfits we needed for each different character. There was a script. Yeah, this YouTube channel is really a place where we can just sort of create together, but we have other stuff going on. Like I said, you should really check out Amanda's music because it's banging. A bad photo won't kill you. That's my biggest piece of advice, especially for those of us who have perceptions of womanhood forced on us. I feel like it's especially hard to be perceived, and even harder when you're constantly seeing photoshopped people everywhere, or AI people. That's the new thing, right? You're not going to feel your best every single day, but something else I've learned is to vocalize that. A lot of times I'll try to hide that I'm not feeling the best, and then Amanda and I will go to record, and you can feel it. You can sense that I'm not fully there. Sometimes just speaking about where you're at can actually put you in the headspace you need to be in to get through what you're making. If it is more of a you gotta keep going sort of thing. I'm grateful that my mom didn't force me to take photos when I was a grumpy teenager. She cared and listened. I just want to bring that back up because while not having photos is different, and I obviously kind of talked about how not flexing the muscle was a struggle for me, I still I felt validated by my parent, and that's more important. So there's never a choice anyone makes that's gonna be 100% good or 100% bad. Anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed watching some of the behind the scenes footage. Any of the tidbits that you gleaned from this that were helpful or enjoyable in any capacity. I want to encourage you, if you are considering or wanting ever to put something out there, whether it's YouTube or content like that, or if it's just images of something else you do it. All right. That is the video. I think I've embarrassed myself enough for one day. I didn't even mention the photo, the mukbang photo that was in the last video. But let's just say that kind of sparked this topic, because that is an unflattering photo of me that is now out there. So enjoy that. Maybe we'll put another one here just to really desensitize me. It's healthy, right? We'll see. I hope all you earthlings, including myself, because we're all earthlings, have a beautiful day. Enjoy the sun. Please do not forget to like this video, because likes are very helpful in this modern world. Please subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot to come, and I do plan on embarrassing myself more, except I won't be embarrassed because I'm comfortable with myself. Alright, please comment below the most embarrassing thing that you've ever done on camera, knowingly or unknowingly. I'm sure it's interesting. Alright, cheers friends. See you next time. Maybe, hopefully. I mean, I will see you next time. It's more like if you'll see me.
Are you really gonna say it in my face?